you're done hearing any testimony. The next thing you're going to hear is closing arguments. Then I'm going to give you final instructions. We'll update the tablets and send you back in to deliberate. I'm not going to time you, but I'm going to say closing arguments shouldn't be more than 15, 20 minutes. So folks, the attorneys and I went over all the questions submitted. Some of the questions are going to be asked of Ms. Fisher as they were written. Some have been tweaked. Some will not be read at all. And I'll explain, well, there's two reasons. Some of the questions are getting into things that are not relevant. I'll explain that when the case is all over and I get you back in the jury room, we're talking about it. And there were, I'd say a number, probably 3 or 4 questions that we agreed the question had already been asked and it had been answered. And then that we go back to when you're in the deliberation room. For example, if one of you have a question that didn't get asked, that you submit on paper, and you think it might be because it was already asked, then you can say, so I had a question, blah, blah, blah. And then your fellow jurors can say, oh yeah, but she answered that one. Because, you know, that's why you put 6 of you in the room together, right? Because one of you might have missed something while you were making a note or focused on something else. You use your collective memory. That's what deliberation is, right? You work together. All right, so Ms. Fisher, the question is, are you and Mr. Fisher still married and or still living together?
Ms. Fisher and myself are still married. We no longer live together.
Thank you. At any time during this incident, did you approach Mr. Fisher in an aggressive manner?
No.
At that time, did Mr. Fisher own his own car?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that night, did you think he was going to take your car somewhere?
No.
Okay. In the past, had he ever put your car into the garage?
Yes.
In the past, had you and Mr. Fisher ever discussed your parking in the driveway or the garage?
Mr. Fisher and I were in a ongoing, like, dating properly. He belongs to their car. For years prior. Probably the prior that. But the problem with the ever started to occur, the car was orientated like the car became an issue. It did.
But I think the question was more, was the location where you parked the car ever an issue in the past? Okay. And I think that takes care of it. So I think it's only fair, any follow-up questions necessary from either defense or prosecution based on the juror questions.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Now you're done. Watch your step. You can step out. And I think, Ms. Mandernack, based on our earlier conversations, you're going to call Carlos next.
Call Carlos.
If you don't mind, ma'am, when you go out, would you just send your daughter in? Thank you. And folks, from our discussions, not ours, but ours, Carlos is going to be much shorter testimony than Stacy. So then at that point, Mr. Hadley will probably have a better idea where he's at as far as witnesses, and then I'll let you know what we think we're at, and then you can decide if you want to take a break at that time. All right?
Write down questions for Carlos. Oh,
Yes. And you want to use those? Or just use the notepads? Yeah, you just rip out a page out of that steno pad and jot down whatever you want. You are a group of overachievers, though, because I've never had so many people at the same time want to ask questions. Ms. Fisher, up front, please. All the way up front. You're going to come up here on this incline ramp, so be careful you don't trip. All the way up here. You're going to sit in that chair eventually. All right. Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Have a seat right there. When you're ready, Ms. Mandernack.
Good afternoon, Ms. Fisher. I'm going to take you back to the night of October 22nd, 2024. Where were you at that time?
I was at home.
Okay, where is home?
611 Swan Drive, Waterloo, Michigan.
Okay, and who else was there with you?
My father.
Your father? Do you see your father in court today?
Yeah.
Could you please tell us his name?
Carlos Fisher.
Okay, could you please point to him and tell us something he's wearing?
Black shirt.
Noted.
And Ms. Fisher, was anyone else in the home with you that night?
No.
Okay. Who is living in the home?
My father and
Okay, who's your mother?
Stacy.
Okay. And on October 22nd, 2024, did your mother come home at some point that night?
Yes.
Okay. Where were you when your mother came home?
I was in my room.
Okay. And what happened? Did you overhear anything when you were in your room?
Well, what happened was both of our cars, mine and my father's car was in the way. I came downstairs to move my car. And when I moved my car out of the way, she was already parked in front of his. So I circled back around. And then I saw her walk away from him and him walk behind her into the garage, into the home. And then I pulled in the driveway.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I pulled in the driveway. And then I went in the garage and, followed behind them. And then I heard yelling, stuff like that.
Okay. Who did you hear the yelling coming from?
Both parents.
Okay. Do you remember what your mother said?
No, I couldn't hear anything until I got to the door.
Okay. What happened when you got?
I heard my father say, "I want your address."
Okay. Did you hear your mother say anything? Did you see any of the incident?
No,
Okay. Where were your mother and father when you came downstairs to the car?
my mom was still outside, and my dad. I couldn't find my dad.
Okay. Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Mr. Hadley.
This will be quick, I promise, Carlos. Thank you for being patient out there today. You remember speaking with police the night that all of this happened?
Yes,
Okay. And you were truthful with police that night, correct?
yes.
Okay. Do you remember what you said to police when they were asking you for your witness statement?
When I said to the police, I said everything I just said now, and I did say that I like you.
Do you remember filling out a written witness statement? Do you remember what you put on your written witness statement?
Not every.
Let the record reflect, showing opposing counsel. The witnesses on witness statement. Permission to approach?
Yeah.
Can you identify this document?
Yes.
Okay, what are we looking at?
What?
Okay, and is this your statement? Okay, has it been changed or modified? And what did you tell police?
I told him I heard my father say, "I like your assets with my mom."
And then there's a big X below it. You didn't hear anything else. Is that what your testimony is? Okay. So you didn't hear anything before. You didn't hear anything after. Okay. Isn't it true that when you were speaking with the officer, you stated, and I quote, "That's all I heard because I was standing outside," end quote.
Yes, I'm standing outside the door that's connected to the house.
Okay, fine. I have no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Any,
We'll go ahead and admit what we now marked defense exhibits.
I have no objection. Just
Three.
that defense.
she'll figure it out. Okay. That'll be admitted.
And we motion to have this published to the jury as well.
Any redirect?
No, sir.
You can step down. Thank you. Watch your step. Oh, I keep forgetting.
That the only question?
Anybody else? Don't go anywhere yet. we might have another question or two. You guys okay with the way they're written?
So don't worry about my house.
Want to pull that?
Good questions again? Sometimes we know our story and forget the next. Oh.
Okay. Ms. Fisher, is Carlos your bio dad?
Yes.
All right. And how did you know your mother had arrived home?
I saw her through the front window. My room is right in front of the house.
Okay. Had she called you that night and asked you to move your car?
See her in the job.
Okay. Did your father ask you to move your car?
I don't know.
Okay. If you know, did your father see you going outside?
I
And at what point did you know that someone had called the police?
I knew my mom called the police after the argument. When he went upstairs, after he rearranged all the cars and everything. After the argument, she had the police on.
Okay. All right. I think that covers it. Either one of you got follow-up questions? Now you can step down. Watch your step. Thank you. Can you two approach real quick?
Yes.
We'll let her get out of here first so we're not.
But once we say quick, then.
I know, everyone.
You're all set. Thank you.
Yeah, it may still be a good time to break anyways. Well,
Let's just deal with one thing at a time.
Your Honor, I think at this point in time,
2 or 3.
may change, but right now, we're gonna go to.
Okay. All right. So the prosecutor's done presenting witnesses at this point. Mr. Hadley wants to put both the officers on for just like literally a couple questions. So that should move pretty quickly. Are you okay to keep working? Okay. Do you care which one first? Which officer?
No, or to,
Keep working? Yes.
well, I believe I know the answer. The court's ruling on one of my motions.
Oh, you want to make one? Just to make it? Go ahead.
You know, we'll go on at this point in time. It needs to be done outside the presence of the jury, so I don't want to.
All right. I don't care which.
Oh, let's keep
Any-
the show rolling. These folks everyone's, I think, the story's moving, everything else is going on.
Anybody with a Rye Mills badge?
Again, Stacey Fisher, Carlos Fisher, be excused.
I have no intent on
Sure. Sure.
Here are the people rest.
I knew that. Good afternoon, Corporal. Come on up. Swear, affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth. Watch your step on my ramp. Settle in. When you're ready, Mr. Hadley.
Good afternoon, officer. Sorry, horrible. My sincere apologies. Vern, I'm gonna try to keep this quick and just kind of roll through a few questions for us. Did you have a chance to refresh your memory, look over your reports, kind of video from this case?
Reports, yes.
Okay. Do you feel you're pretty well caught up to speed and able to answer my questions about what happened on October 22nd?
I guess it depends on what kind of questions you have.
Good answer. Let's just kind of jump right in. Were you and Officer Green on patrol together that night
Yes.
when the call came in? Okay. What, if anything, do you remember about the 911 operator giving you guys the response? Or why don't you tell me, what's it called when 911 calls you to respond? Is that
It's just a call service, dispatching was a call service.
Fine, just jump on it. What, if anything, do you recall about the call that came in about the Fisher household that night?
If I remember correctly, it was a domestic violence call with a possible gun involved or something like that.
And did you and your partner have a discussion about the allegations in the car on the way over to the scene?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall discussing anything about whether there was physical violence alleged in this one?
I don't recall everything that we talked about. It was just, kind of like throwing out, what could possibly could happen and how we were going to deal with it, basically.
It's fair answer. When the 911 call came in, there was no allegations about Mr. Fisher raising his hands to Mrs. Fisher on the 911 call, was there?
Don't recall. I don't recall that. I just remember some about earlier possible.
And I'm not gonna march through all the step-by-step trainings that you've gone through. Why don't you just tell us in your own words, what type of training did you go through to become a police officer? Briefly, I know there's a lot.
Police Academy, numerous training years.
And was one of the things that you were trained in taking case reports or police reports?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And why are police reports and case reports so important in a criminal investigation?
So we can refer back to what happened.
And the ninth question, October 22nd, 2024, were you equipped with body worn cam that recorded the incident?
Yes.
Okay. Any reason to think that the recordings have been tampered or altered with in any way?
Oh.
Now, when you and Officer Green arrived at the Fisher home, do you remember what you did after you parked?
Basically parked, got out of the vehicle, approached the house, and I believe we were met by the victim. She came out of the garage or something.
And at some point, did you and Officer Green split apart? Did you take Mrs. Fisher with you to go complete a victim statement?
I did. Yes.
And do you remember kind of guiding Mrs. Fisher through what needed to be completed on that form?
Yes.
And I'm going to go ahead and put words in your mouth and go ahead and quote it. Do you recall stating to her after she had repeated her story to you? Do you remember recalling? So that's basically it. As she was writing out her story.
Could have said that.
Did you recall at that point in time her adding in this new allegation for the first time about Mr. Fisher allegedly cocking his handbag?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't recall her ever bringing that up to you prior when you were interviewing her?
I don't recall, no.
Would it be helpful if we went through the video tonight or today? I guess I should say.
If you want to, sure.
Are you going for video or audio only?
Did you have a chance to look? Good question. Did you have a chance to look at your body worn cam footage from that night?
No.
Okay. Would it surprise you if I told you that we can hear you, but there's a blurry or blocked image?
And you know what it might have been? Because in the wintertime, I wear my jacket, body cam is right here. And I wear my jacket over this. That's probably what it was.
Because we can hear you just fine. So that makes sense.
So audio only.
This will be, yes, I mean, there's video, but for our purposes, audio is the only thing we need to be concerned with.
Good, because it's easier to do.
And Heather, is this going to pop up or do I need to do anything?
You did it, wait, is it the play?
No. So another button needs to happen.
Not for audio.
Not for audio, for video, yes.
Oh, I don't have just audio. That's, I think, we're missing video. It's video with no workable image. Sorry. So we're all saying the same thing, just differently. Video, I just can't see.
I'm sorry, Mr. Huntley, is this, Officer Paisley's writing?
This is, so it's been provided by the People's Discovery 10_22_2024_2455_Byron_Paisley.
Thank you very much, Mr. Huntley.
It's showing on this screen, but for some reason not on it. Is it showing on anything on your guys' screen? You get the, oh, perfect,
Here we
okay.
go. Now, Corporal Paisley, you heard me rattle off all those numbers. Do you recognize those as your body worn cam?
I'm sorry?
Those numbers I rattled off and then in your name, do you recognize that?
Yes.
It's on your screen right there, Beasley, just so that you know that's where it's gonna come out.
In audio, we'll start up in just a second here.
Recording. Consent recording.
Your Honor, this is a 33-minute video that's already been stipulated to. The first 8 minutes of this are the officers traveling to the Fisher home. I'm going to go ahead and jump forward to the relevant.
Thank you.
That's what's going on.
So, Corporal, do you recognize that voice?
Yes, my voice.
Okay.
Oh, this is your mom? Your mom. Yeah.
So far, you would agree with me that there's been no mention of any alleged cocking with fist back to this point?
Yes, sir.
Right? Your Honor, stopping is 9:27. I'm going to jump forward. Less than 30 seconds. Were you able to hear Mrs. Fisher tell you that she's been trying to move but doesn't have money?
Yes.
Do you remember Mrs. Fisher also telling you that night about other marital problems that they were having? Her husband calling her names, cheating on her?
Yes.
Okay. Or allegedly cheating on her?
Yes.
Okay. You responded to lots of calls in your years as a police officer, correct?
Yes.
Do you think that it's rational for a person who is in fear for their life to voluntarily stay in a home?
Objection, Your Honor.
What's your objection?
The objection is that he's effectively asking the witness to testify as not for witness of domestic violence, which he hasn't been qualified as.
Response.
Your Honor, I'm not asking him to opine if this person acted reasonably. I'm asking him, pulling on his years of experience as a law enforcement, I can ask it in maybe a little more appropriate way. Let me
Rephrase it.
I'll withdraw the question and rephrase.
Go ahead.
In the years that you've responded to threats of violence, is it common for somebody who's been threatened with their life to voluntarily stay on the scene?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
I didn't say it was highly relevant, but
Do you want to respond to the relevance?
oh, absolutely, Your Honor. I mean, this is directly relevant to whether or not testimony that the jury has already previously heard today, again, would be into that scope of reasonably objective. This officer has responded to hundreds, perhaps thousands of calls. We're not asking him to opine what happened that night, just pull from his years of experience as an officer, if that seems reasonable.
Your Honor, would you like me to respond?
Sure.
Regarding the relevance, defense counsel is asking about other incidents of domestic violence that do not include this complaining witness or this defendant.
I don't remember domestic violence being in the question.
That is correct, Your Honor. It's just about someone whose life has been threatened in general. It could be a bank robbery, it could be a hostage situation.
I think it's relevant. I don't know what it's worth, but I think it's relevant, so I'll allow it.
Your Honor, my second objection is I would sustain my previous, or I would renew my previous objection that defense counsel is effectively asking the witness to testify as an expert witness, if not on domestic violence specifically, witnesses' reactions to traumatic experiences, which the witness has not been qualified as an expert in.
I think the question was in your experience. And he's certainly qualified to answer questions about his experience as an officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. If you still remember the question, Corporal. Go ahead.
It's a lot. The good news is this time I did actually, but it's the trouble is my like, oh boy, what did I just ask? What we're trying to gather is in your years of law enforcement, when people have, claimed to police that their life was in danger, did you find it a common occurrence that they remain at the scene and having their life threatened?
No, they usually try to leave, you know, get away from the situation. That's why we help them out by, you know, locking up the person that we, if it's some kind of crime that's been committed, so they have a chance to do whatever they need to do.
Now, at some point, you did take a written victim statement from Mrs. Fisher, though. Is that correct?
Yes.
And do you recall what she stated in that? Your Honor, I think mine may be stuck in a stack. Is this Stacy Fisher?
The thing I got.
Let the record reflect I'm approaching exhibit. May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
Sure.
Let the record reflect approaching the witness with what's been marked Defense Exhibit 1. You don't need to read this. Just can you identify what this document is?
Domestic violence victim law statement sheet.
Okay. And is this the sheet that you assisted Mrs. Fisher in completing?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall kind of leading her, or I guess let me rephrase. Do you recall repeating the story that she previously told you as you guys were kind of completing this
I
statement?
was kind of going over it, yes.
Okay. You're kind of directing her which of the boxes that had to be checked and which ones didn't? Okay.
Yes.
And we can go back through the entirety of the 33-minute video. I'm just asking you the best of your recollection. Was this the first time that you'd heard anything about an alleged hand being pulled back?
Asked and answered.
I don't know. We got it in.
That was the direct question you asked him before you played the audio, and that's the absolute exact answer. So you've established that he didn't remember it. You played the video, they got it in.
Go. You also interviewed Carlos Fisher that day, correct, sir?
Yes.
And that was a really quick interview compared to Mrs. Fisher, right?
Yes, sir.
And you recall getting her victim statement?
I don't know if I got a victim statement from her or not. Not sure.
The record reflects approaching the witness with what's been marked Defense Exhibit 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. I did it. Yes.
All right. As you got the statement from Carlos Fisher, she had nothing additional or anything extra to add, correct?
No, sir.
If she had, you would have told her to put it on the report, correct?
Yes.
I have no further questions for this.
Just Mananek,
No questions, Your Honor.
Corporal, you can step down. Thank you. We want Officer, oh, I'm sorry. I should just be asking Ms. Burnett.
Hi, I'm here.
You want to take that feed off?
Yeah, let her have her notepad back.
Your Honor, I'm kicking myself. It's actually on my list to ask.
All right, so let counsel look at it, because it might not be on her list.
This.
Let's,
Come on up.
I know the prosecution hates it.
All right. Corporal, was Mr. Fisher arrested that night?
Yes.
And how was Mrs. Fisher acting that night? Body language, emotional state, however you want to explain it.
That's it.
Any follow-up questions?
no, Your Honor.
Well, you described her language as upset. Would you say she seemed afraid?
Yes.
Do you recall her saying to you, she had told her husband, I'm gonna knock your head off?
I don't.
Your Honor, I,
What's wrong?
Okay,
What's wrong? No further
Thank you.
questions.
Corporal, now you can get back to whatever you'd rather be doing.
Your Honor, returning the court's exhibits.
You next.
Let's do that. That'll be very.
Corporal, would you send Officer Green in
Yes.
on your way out? Thank you very much. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Tim. Officer, come on up. Raise your right hand. Swear affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth today? Come on up, watch your step on the ramp. Settle in the chair. Are you ready, Mr. Hadley?
You know, how are you?
All right, so.
Good. We can see the record.
Yes, Officer Tom Green.
Okay. And how long have you been employed with the Romulus Police Department?
It'll be 3 years in the May.
So it's fair to say you've been on numerous calls before the incident in question here today? Right. Not your first rodeo?
No, sir.
All right. Do you remember speaking with Mrs. Fisher when you and your partner arrived on the scene that night?
I do vaguely, yes.
Do you remember engaging with Mr. Fisher, my client, on that date and time?
Yes.
When was the first time you saw Mr. Fisher that night?
When we arrived for the call, that was the first time I ever seen it.
Okay. And when you arrived for the call, you walked into the home, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. Do you recall calling up to the stairs for Mr. Fisher to come down from his bedroom? It's not a trick question. If you don't remember, you don't remember.
I can't recall. I don't know.
Okay. Would it be helpful if I showed you your body worn cam video from that day real quickly?
Sure.
This does have video, Your Honor. Let the record reflect. This has been the previously stipulated exhibit. This is Officer Green's body worn video.
and just for the record, this says, defense exhibit 3.
This will be proposed defense exhibit. Well, I guess it's not proposed yet, so it's stipulated. Defense exhibit 3, Your Honor.
Thank you.
It's been published to the jury.
Should be on your monitor.
Do I have the monitor? Everyone's got it on their monitor?
Yep.
All right. All right, do you recognize what we're looking at here by the name number on the screen? Are you able to identify the video that we're looking at, sir?
Yes.
Okay, what are we looking at?
I was looking at the inside of the vehicle with the dash, instrument cluster appears in the right hand steering wheel.
Okay, so this is your body worn cam?
I believe so, yes.
All right, it's from the night incident, or the night of the alleged incident, correct?
Yes.
All right. Do you, let's go ahead and to.
I'm sorry, what timestamp are we at? I
I'm
can't
gonna
see.
get to it, I'm just trying to get to the right relevant
Oh,
spot.
they just, I can't see it very far.
I know. Just one moment. All right, so I'm at the timestamp, it's 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Do you recognize where you're at there? Where we are all at?
Yes.
Can you describe what we're looking at here?
Yes, we're looking at the stairwell of the inside of Mr. Fisher's home.
Okay. Is that your voice, officer?
Yes.
Now, is this the first time you'd seen Mr. Fisher that night?
Yes.
How would you describe his physical well-being as you saw him coming towards you?
Of course, more fragile than most. At this moment, it looked like he appeared to be possibly sick as far as like under the weather or something like that. What does it look like?
Did it look like he needed assistance using that railing to even make his way down the stairs?
As far as the system, I would say no, just making its way down fairly.
Just frail, just kind of weaker. Okay. Now, I gotta ask, you said you've responded to lots of calls before where there's, have you responded to other calls where there's been allegations of, threats with guns?
Yeah.
Okay. And when the suspect who's made the threat with a gun appears, is it common to tell the suspect to put his hands up in the air?
Actually, it's common for us to say that we want to see your hands up, their hands in their pockets or something, we want to see.
Okay. It's for officer safety.
You say very well involved.
It's true, nobody yelled at Mr. Fisher as he's making his way down the stairs that night, were they?
No.
In fact, wasn't most of the concern about Mr. Fisher keeping the front of the rope tied up and not giving anybody extra show?
Possibly untold.
Right, come on. First thing first, you need to hold your own tight, pull the string tight, which you don't open. Pull it tight, so you don't open
We can agree, nobody's asked him to hands in the air, put him against the wall to frisk, nothing along those lines, right? Do you remember having a conversation with Mr. Fisher after you arrested him about strike that? Did you think Mr. Fisher was a threat to you
At this moment,
at any moment that night?
at any moment that night, no. After we were able to deem that he didn't have any weapons on, and he was clear of anything that could have harmed us, wouldn't be deemed a threat.
You did find a weapon that night, though, in the house that was Mr. Fisher's when you searched his bedroom, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. And where was that? Do you recall?
I believe it was in a drawer of a dresser or some sort.
Let the record reflect, I'm skipping ahead in this video, Your Honor, to what's now marked roughly 2641. Actually, we're running the back that up. To 2620. Officer, is this you searching Mr. Fisher's room?
Yes.
And you're actually up there helping him retrieve his medicine as well, correct?
Yes.
And do you recall why he needed his medicine that day and time?
I believe Mr. Fisher said he was on dialysis or something like that.
Would you say that was consistent with him asking you to be careful when you guys were cuffing him because of his port on his arm?
Yes.
Now, we're gonna see this gun in a moment, but you agree that this gun looks like it's been wrapped up, kind of stuffed away from you, correct?
it.
I'm gonna stop it there. Did you observe Mr. Fisher? He was wearing a gray robe, right?
Yes.
No evidence that there was a firearm on him as he was walking down anything. I guess that's my question. Was there any evidence they had a firearm on him as he was walking towards you?
As he was walking towards us, no.
Do you remember having a discussion with your partner on the way to the scene that night about reasonable apprehension?
I don't remember the conversation per se, but we always have conversations when it comes down to one different runs as far as what we could turn out to be.
Okay. As an arresting officer, if someone is alleging that they have been assaulted without a battery, are you familiar with what that would mean?
Assaulted without a battery,
Mhm.
assaulted without some type of physical force.
Okay. Sorry for the yes, my fault. We're talking about here, what is a reasonable apprehension?
Judge, I think we're getting into a question of law.
Sounds like it. So what's your objection?
You know,
Hold on.
I do think I'm trying to,
Okay,
I'm trying to speed this process.
That's fine.
My head too far.
move on.
The only evidence that you had that night of an assault by Mr. Fisher was the complainant's statement that was corroborated in part by her daughter, correct?
Yes,
That was it.
from what I can recall.
No further questions for this witness, Sean.
Thank you, Ms. Mandernack.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, officer. And Judge, I'm just going to. Officer, you testified earlier, and the video indicates that you did not search Mr. Fisher when he was coming down the stairs, correct?
We did not search it.
Okay. Did you search him at any point that night?
Yes, after we deemed that we're gonna put her in.
Okay. Your Honor, I have no further questions.
One moment briefly, Your Honor.
Ms. Burnett? Questions?
I am sorry. Actually, number one.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna send Joe over. That's all right.
If it's the same question that you didn't.
That's all right. Ask it. Ask it. It might be appropriate in this situation. The attorneys and I will look at it. Anybody else have any questions for this officer? Mr. Orban, you thinking about it? Okay.
That's the same.
May we approach? Oh, I didn't see you were in the corner, Judge.
I said, get over here.
All right, Officer Green, how would you describe Mr. Fisher's attitude or demeanor that evening?
That evening, I would say that his demeanor, attitude, initially was calm, collected. He had his concern as far as, what we were there for necessarily, which is understandable. But he never really gave us an issue.
Okay. Any follow-up?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
No, I have no further questions for this witness. Thank you for your time, sir.
Officer Green, you are released.
Yes.
Thank you. Be safe. Watch your step on the ramp. All right, and we're in agreement, no further witnesses to be presented today?
My client's been fully advised of his right to take the stand and his right to not take the stand. Based in light of what's been stated today and where we're at today, it's Mr. Fisher's decision that he will not be testifying.
Okay, all right, thank you. Give me just a minute, folks. Updated. All right, so folks, here's where we're at. You're done hearing any testimony. The next thing you're going to hear is closing arguments. Then I'm going to give you final instructions. We'll update the tablets and send you back in to deliberate. I'm not going to time you, but I'm going to say closing arguments shouldn't be more than 15, 20 minutes.
Less, I think that the jury knows.
All right. So Heather's gotten real good at the updates. So what we need to do is the attorneys and I need to hash out what testimony came in. Based on what evidence you heard, certain instructions are appropriate or not appropriate. So the three of us will do that. I'm thinking it's going to be probably a half hour tops, and we'll get you back in here for closing arguments, and I'll roll right into giving you final instructions. Are you okay with just taking a short break while we hash out the final instructions? Or do you want to actually break for lunch and come back in an hour? Break for lunch? Okay. So it's 2:00 now. Can we be back to work at 3? That's not pushing it. That's plenty of time. Is it too much time? Because I don't want to waste any of your time. 3:00? Go away.
Awesome, that's all. Get on the South fired up. You guys have.
Yeah. We'll take you. Yeah, this stuff is fine, but Joe will take you back in there to get whatever personal property you want. You need stuff back there too if you want. Right.
On that one.
Yeah. Because I want to know how much time they need. And then that takes the question.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh,
Yes, sir.
he doesn't have to stick around either if he doesn't want to. If Mr. Fisher wants to take off and come back,